In this video, let's continue with the same use case and let's add some best practices in existing implementation. These are the previously completed playlist and currently we are completing this playlist for this topic, followed by some practice exercise and interview questions. In last few videos, we have started with customer onboarding project use case and we implemented these requirements. I have mentioned here all the requirements so that you can go through the requirement and previously videos as well. And now in this video, we need to focus on this best practice. What exactly is the current implementation? Let me show you that. So this is the one step where we have added repeat block to add multiple contacts as per their roles and role specific questions. Once user input all the required data, and then we are creating contacts for the mentioned data using dr post, and we are fetching all the contacts might be created recently or existing contacts for the given account using this dr extract. And all this information we are displaying in terms of the edit block. In the edit block, we do have creation of new records, new contacts. If required, we can update or we can delete as well. Now in this video, we will learn, instead of these two dr actions, post and extract, how we can add integration procedure. I mean to say, for example, we do have OmniScript here. This OmniScript first is calling DataRaptor post, and once the records are created, again it's calling dr extract. So instead of this, what I will do, OmniScript will call integration procedure, will pass all required inputs. This IP will call dr post, and once records are created, it will call extract, and once IP get all the required data, IP will return it to the OmniScript. So functionality wise, it's remains same, but from the best practice point of view, we are introducing here integration procedure in between OmniScripts and DataRaptors. So let's do it. What I will do, will create new version of the OmniScript. Let me add here one integration procedure. Let's create one new IP, customer onboarding, I can say customer creation extraction. We'll create contact records and we'll extract the same. Save it. Now as I mentioned to you, OmniScript is calling two DRs. Instead of that, OmniScript will call the IP. Okay, so the sequence is, in the OmniScript we are calling post action, then extract. Same sequence we will follow here. First call post action and then call extract one. Okay, you can do one by one as well. You can check here, OmniScript is passing some input to dr post. So which is that? Already we developed it. So let's add it here and open it as well. So this data mapper is taking input from the OmniScript, and input JSON is something like this. Now this input JSON is coming from OmniScript to data mapper. Now if we add integration in between, so OmniScript will pass same format of JSON to integration procedure, and hence I'm adding the same input JSON here as well. Okay, so this input will go to our data mapper post. It will work accordingly, and I think it's creating records as well. Yeah, records are getting created here. We can check whether contacts are getting created today or not. Yeah, so these two contacts are created. Similarly, we need to add data mapper extract as well. What is that? So dr fetch. You could have noticed here that it's failed here because we have not added data mapper here itself. Let's go back, add name here. This data mapper expect some input. I want to fetch some contacts, but for which account? And hence we need to mention the account name as well. and we are passing the same from OmniScript. What input we are passing? The filter value is account name. Same in the integration procedure you can do. Filter value is account name. What's the data source? Data source will be a step 1 account name. Same input we are getting in the IP as well. So I am mentioning the as it is. Save it. Where is this input? If you want to see in the IP, you can see here. Step 1 account name. Let's execute. Yeah, both are running fine. Contacts are getting created and we are able to fetch as well. Now, if this job of DRs are added in the IP, its job is done. Let's remove it. Now this is what we did. Step 1 IP and step 2. But here is one point. When we are calling the IP from OmniScript, IP has to return something. What IP has to return? Exactly same what dr extract was returning. If I execute this dr extract, it's returning the JSON output like this. Under the contact node, all the contact details are coming. In real-time project, you may require in the same format or not, but here in the OmniScript, I need it in the same format. Reason behind this, in the step 2, we are using here edit block. As I mentioned in the previous 2 videos, we need to follow some configuration rules of the edit block. For example, name of the edit block is same as what dr extract node name is. Field names should be same as what we have mentioned here, name, email, etc. And hence, if I am using IP here, so IP also return the JSON output same as what dr was returning. In fact, we are getting this but in different node. Let me show you that as well. First of all, IP wants to return some node, some output to OS. How it can be done? There is one action, response action. Already I have explained about the integration procedure in my previous one of the playlist. Almost all inputs of the integration procedure in the old UI I have explained in one of the playlist. You can watch it to understand all these basics. So IP wants to return something after executing these steps. So I am going to use a response action. Save it. What response action will return? Let me execute it first. Okay. So now post, contacts are created, account is created or updated. Extract is fetching all the contacts whatever are created for this test account. Now what I want, my response action should return the extracted contacts in this format. Now DataRaptor extract output is coming in the same format. If you want, I can show you here as well. See, it is the same format. A contact, ID, name. Here also we are getting ID, phone, etc. You might be saying why email is not there. If for these contacts no email is provided, it won't return it. Okay, but the node name is contact, that is also same as here, and name, etc. is also same. Okay, but what I want, response action should return this in the same format. Now where is this output now? This output is under the step name DataRaptor extract, because DataRaptor extract is one of the step of the IP. Then what I will do, I will copy this element name or step name. I will go to response action. In send and response transformation, I will mention it. You can also mention in the additional output response as well. Preview it and let's execute. And here I am getting the output. So what I am expecting, the same contact, all the contacts for the account, we are able to see it here. Whatever are extracted by dr extract. If you want, we can change these contacts as well, just for testing purpose. Execute. So contacts are created and same contacts are extracted as well. As I mentioned in the previous videos, we are extracting all the contacts. Some are existing contacts and some are newly created. And same I am expecting as a part of response action as well. In the same format what DataRaptor is returning. If you think the format looks something incorrect or something different, let me show you that as well. If you see here, response action output, it's the same format what dr is returning. So I'm expecting that this IP will work in the OmniScript. Let's activate and let's test it in the OmniScript. Not sure whether we have mentioned the IP name or not. Let me check. Yeah, we have not mentioned it. So customer creation extraction. Okay, let's preview it. And we will test it whether the same functionality is getting achieved. Instead of these two data mappers, we have added the IP. So let me give the account name, test account OmniScript. First name, let's enter the last name itself, last name 1. Role we can enter decision maker. As I explained, based on the role we can see here different questions. If I change the role, we should be able to see different question. Okay, let me take something like this. Let's add one more contact, last name 2, change the role, select some answers, next. Yeah, IP is getting run, and if you see here, request data is also getting passed. At the same time, we can see the response as well. We have created 2 contacts, both are visible in the edit block. If you go back and add some more contacts, you should be able to see some more details, like I am adding here last name 3, last name 4 and last name 5. Next, I should be able to see here 5 contacts. Yeah, and same we can see here as well. Existing are 2 and this 2 plus, yeah, some are created. We can test it whether this functionality is working or not. We do have an option for the new. Let's create one contact. I can mention new contact and some email. I need to give in the specific expected format. Dot, save it. Let's test it here. Existing are 9, expecting 10. Let me refresh otherwise. Okay, so 10 contacts are there. New contact is created. Now let's delete some contact. I'm deleting 1. Let's delete one more. Test it here. So total are 8. 2 are deleted. If you want, we can modify this last name 3. We can say here last name 3 is updated with some email ID. Something like this. Let's test it. Yeah, we can see here last name 3 is updated. So deletion, updation, creating the new record, everything is working as previous. So what we did, we have only added integration procedure instead of the 2 data mappers. Okay, and that's what objective of this video. As a practice exercise, what you can do, we had one playlist of one of the mini project Contact Us, where we have used multiple data mappers. So you can also add integration procedure instead of these 2 data mappers. Let me show you that OmniScript as well. So this is the OmniScript. We have created this playlist for some 10 to 12 videos, and here if you see the video number, I think around 49 or 50, we have added here one data mapper post to create a lead and one more to create a task. You can see that here as well. Yeah, here we do have 2 data mappers. So what you can do, the same mini project, you can remove these 2 data mappers, add one integration procedure, and you can build the same functionality what current OmniScript is showing us. So that's a practice exercise. If you need any help in this practice exercise, let me know in the comment section or on the LinkedIn page. Based on this discussion, you can try for the sample interview questions. Feel free to mention your answers in the comment section, or if you have any doubt, mention the same in the comments. From next video onwards, we will start with the flexcard series. If you understand something from this video, kindly subscribe the channel, like it, and please share it in your network. Thank you for watching.